in my previous video, I actually mentioned that Verasity could be coming back down and retesting this weekly support region right here before seeing a bounce. And that if we were to essentially break below this support region, we would essentially see a big fall all the way to 0.00145, which would roughly be a 45% to 50% dump from here. Verasity did make a nice little breakthrough right here and is looking pretty darn good right here. And the big question is, will Verasity finally come back up above this exponential moving average? So if you guys do like these videos, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. So these are the EMA ribbons right here on Verasity. We know historically every time we're pretty much below it, it's very tough to pretty much break above it, and we pretty much are essentially bearish. We saw right here we were bearish, we saw right here we were bearish. Here this was a fake out, then we came back down. We were bullish a little bit. It broke very strong above the EMA ribbon, came back down, retested right here before pretty much having multiple weekly red candle, unfortunately. And right now Verasity is trying to attempt and at least retest these EMA ribbons right here, exponential moving average, after pretty much having a nice little pump or jump off this support region right here. Now, a thing that I do want to talk about, guys, is that a lot of people say, Verasity is dead, Verasity is this, Verasity is that. Now, if you guys actually listened to my trade in the last video and you actually took this long right here, you probably would have been up 34%. Now, knowing a lot of people that likes to trade futures, especially some of my followers or subscribers, you probably would have been up way more than that if you pretty much played with leverage. So let's do something very doable, very fair. If you do 35 times 5x, that's 175%. Now, what does that mean? If the price goes down 20% from the bottom, you would have gone liquidated. Now, 20% is pretty far. Okay, so you actually could have played this, this long right here. Be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna long this support right here, 5x right here. The chances that it goes down, I'm gonna put a stop loss. Let's say, instead of me getting liquidated, I'll put it like a 2-3% stop loss and see what you can do from here. And boom, you actually would have been up 175%. Now, if you do that, 35% times 10, you would have been up, even more than that, 350%, or 3.5 times your money. So if you would have put in $1,000 on 10x leverage, you actually would have been making $3,500, which is a salary in a lot of countries nowadays, depending on where you are around the world. But $4,000, $5,000 is a pretty good salary in high tech, in my opinion. Anyway, so that's pretty much what is happening right now. If we have a look right here at the daily time frame, Verasity is pumping. So we did have like the whole of last week was pretty much bullish from Saturday all the way till Friday. Until the weekend happened. We did have a nice little rejection right here at the last EMA ribbon, the same pretty much rejection that we had right here almost. And the big question is, will Verasity pretty much come back down and go back to 0.0023, or are we going to go back up? We're going to have to see what happens with Bitcoin, guys. We know Bitcoin is king, Bitcoin's a leader. Yesterday there was a little bit of tension in the Middle East, hence why the whole market is coming back down and retesting a little bit. Bitcoin is consolidating right here, so it's not so bearish because we are seeing a consolidation, which is pretty good. So we saw a massive pump, and now we're seeing a nice consolidation. I think that Bitcoin will come back though and retest these EMA ribbons, which is 2%, 1.5 to 2% from here. I think we could go to as low as 61,129, which would be the bottom of the exponential moving average. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the bottom of the EMA ribbon is pretty much this area right here. So it's this nice little green rectangle right here for Bitcoin. We're gonna have to see what happens here in the near future, and if Bitcoin will pretty much hold this support right here. Is this just a fake out? Is this just a pump and dump? Are we going to see Bitcoin fall below these EMA ribbons and the support region? We're going to have to see, but I really do think that Bitcoin is going to come back and retest this, because historically every time we have a consolidation and then a pump, Bitcoin or any asset usually comes back and retests this level before either going up or continuing its trend to the downside. So that's exactly what is happening right now. This is simple technical analysis, literally nothing too complicated. If we have a look right here at the stochastic RSI, we could pretty much see that Bitcoin right now on the daily is a little bit oversold on the 4-hour time frame. Sorry. If we have a look on the daily, we are reaching that oversold region, unfortunately, so we could expect a nice little pullback. Historically, every time we are pretty much overbought, sorry, not oversold, we usually come back down. We were overbought right here, we came back down, another overbought, came back down. So another reason, can this be a good opportunity not only to short Verasity but to short Bitcoin? I think yes. Bitcoin has not been this oversold since right here, and we know what happened in this region right here. We actually did have a nice little pullback before coming to the upside, but overall, guys, we're really gonna have to see how the next few days end up playing out, because if we do have this type of consolidation where Bitcoin just consolidate very slowly, then yes, I think that's going to be very bullish for Bitcoin. If we have something like this, come back, retest these EMA ribbons before popping to the upside and retesting all-time high, I think that will be very bullish. But if Bitcoin comes back down very directly, in the next couple of days, I think we're going to break these EMA ribbons, which means Verasity is most likely going to come back down with it. And we could see right here, guys, Verasity is also overbought, and historically every time Verasity is pretty much overbought, we usually have these nice little downtrend candles right here, as you guys can see. I mean, I could make this all day long, and you could pretty much be playing this all day long. Every time we also come back and retest these EMA ribbons, we usually get rejected on the daily time frame. So we saw this happening multiple times, and pretty much that's about it. So can this be a good short opportunity? Yes. Now overall, guys, my price prediction for Verasity, I think we could come back and retest obviously the all-time highs in 2024. I think it's a matter of time. Obviously, the exponential moving average are oversold right here. So obviously on the longer time frame, I think Verasity can come back up and make a 5x, 4 to 5x, return. So assuming you're doing that with 5x leverage, you could be making anywhere between 1,200 to 1,500%, depending on how much leverage you use, of course. If you guys do want to use, there is a link in the description below, JumpX. You could get up to $35,000 or even, sorry, $100,000 now. They changed the bonus if you guys are interested. And pretty much that's about it. You could long VRA on JumpX. That is my video, guys. If you guys do like this video, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and